Hello my dear community of the blockchain today. In today's video we are going to have a look at the Bitcoin price action, more specifically whether Bitcoin is still following the fractal of 2020. I'm going to share with you some stats over for my YouTube channel. We are going to talk about the Bitcoin ETF. I'm going to share some altcoin charts with you that are breaking out right now, and we are seeing some remarkable things happening in the regular financial markets, which I want to have a discussion about in today's video, because what is happening right now is kind of legendary, a historical move, historical moment for the regular financial markets. So guys, let's jump straight into it. And I want to start off with the fact that more than 50% of the watchers of this channel are basically not subscribed to the blockchain today. I've seen it in my analytics, and yeah, I would dearly ask every single one of you, if you are watching this channel, make sure to subscribe. That is very, very much important to don't miss out on any important updates. And what we can see right here, guys, this is the lifetime of the views that I got right here on the blockchain today. And as you can see, after 2018 or 2019, when we were basically starting with this channel, took a long time to take off, but it actually took off the first moment in 2020. Interestingly, right now we have a higher low. As you can see, that bottom is getting higher right now, also slowly going up, putting higher lows right here also in 2023. But if we look at the price action, maybe similar to 2020. So what I'm trying to say right here, guys, this is by any chance not any guarantee, and we have been looking at the data from Google Trends as well, is that what we are seeing right here, this small increase in the amount of views, which shows that more and more people are getting interested in Bitcoin related content, is actually this moment right here, or maybe even this moment right here. So this moment represents this, which means that we are on the edge of breaking out in terms of interest and activity. Maybe we get a smaller correction during 2024, depends if we follow a regular 4-year cycle, and then eventually, go into that full-blown bull market, where we just got a lot of views. This channel got over 2 million views if you calculate from it all. And this was a very fun time. I gotta be honest, guys. This was a very fun time. We had a lot of people watching the channel. Videos got sometimes even 10 or 6 to 10,000 views. Bear market was actually very boring, but the good thing is that in the bear market we kept on building. Right now we not only have a YouTube channel where we can share like interesting things and charts, but we also have a website, Will Portal, which is combining all this data, which eventually we are going to throw in the AI mixer. We are making our own algorithms. We have so much more knowledge than back here. That is actually kind of insane, because from this moment, guys, 2019, I've been working every single day for crypto. So yeah, definitely feels different to be in this position right now, and when I'm seeing the interest spikes. And I gotta tell you guys, for all the content creators, this period right here is not easy. But it doesn't matter, because we will stick through, and that's the most important thing. Don't give up. That's always the most important thing. That's what separates the winners from the losers, because even though you're in a bull market and the bear market hits you, you didn't take profits, and you're gonna be that guy on the birthday that's going to say like, yeah, no, I actually lost money in crypto, instead of, I just made this and this amount. If you don't give up, if you continue to hold, if you continue to develop yourself, if you continue to move in the space, sooner or later you will make money. I don't think there's anyone that has a genuine interest in crypto that is here already for a couple of years that actually lost money. Maybe there's one exception individual where it was the case because their money was in FTX or whatever. It was not their own fault, right? But definitely don't think. I think the majority who is here long enough makes a lot of money. So let's go to Bitcoin, guys. And what I've been saying is that this fractal in 2020 looks very similar to the price action right now. Is that still the case? Yes, that's still the case. However, the 10-day moving average is causing some resistance, and what we've said in the past as well, we want to see a daily close above the 10-day moving average. Why is that? Because the daily close above that 10-day would basically confirm that 60-day cycle low. So from this low right here, I guess from this run to here, maybe a little bit shorter, maybe this was a 60-day cycle low. We have roughly 54, 55, 56 days till we had that low. This one was a little bit later, but as you can see, afterwards we broke, after forming that low in the 60-day low time frame, we break above the 10-day moving average. That's generally a bullish sign. That shows us that the cycle low is in and that we can start a new cycle. Right now it's not really clear yet whether this was the cycle, because it was 59 days until we had this low. This looks kind of like a low, but we didn't have that break above the 10-day moving average. So I'm gonna be a little bit neutral in this. It looks like Bitcoin, maybe also like this move right here from the top till breaking the next top, took like 23 days. So that is roughly 3 weeks. So if you then take this top right here, you take 23 days, that would say at the 31st of December, so that's like the end, like the last day of the year, we could break that high. So do take in mind, sometimes this takes a little bit time, a little bit consolidation. We are overstretched, and if we want to remain bullish, this might has to come down. We might have a period of 3 weeks where we're just going sideways a little bit and eventually can continue this uptrend. I still think that in this strong uptrend of Bitcoin, the chances that this thing pushes to the upside is still higher than pushes to the downside. Then guys, of course, we are seeing more and more news coming in about the Bitcoin ETF. We have heard Gary Gensler talking on the national television also about the Bitcoin spot ETF. He's not that clear about what's going to happen. There's a window in January where it can be approved. But as we can see right here, more and more Bitcoin ETFs are being listed. Right, they're already being listed while they're not being approved. So this is kind of showing us that, yeah, it is coming. It would be very weird when all these companies are all the time meeting with Gary Gensler from the SEC, sitting around the table, and eventually he would not approve all of these ETFs because Bitcoin is too much a wild west. I don't think that's the case. I think the chance of this thing getting approved in the next month is very, very high. And the question is, what's going to happen? Everyone asks themselves, what's going to happen when this thing gets approved? Well, beats the heck out of me. I don't know what is going to happen. Maybe we first get a sell the new event. Maybe we get the first day, we get a massive push. Then we get a sell the news event after like 1 or 2 days after the approval. Maybe a lot of altcoins are going to go up. We don't know. We have to see what's happening in the chart. Like if we are going to see, for example, right before the approval, we are seeing days of crazy green candles, and then the approval hits and we get another green candle, might be a good time to take profits, right? Just for the coming months ahead. But yeah, I don't know. We have to see what is going to happen in the longer term time frame. If you really take it over a time span of 10 years, and this is a really safe bet for me, of course, I would say it is very likely that the Bitcoin spot ETF is a bullish event, because a spot ETF needs to be backed by Bitcoin, and it basically will make for everyone who's in the traditional finance, right? So that can be anyone. That can also be retail, like fathers who have an account at a bank account, and that bank account is linked to a portfolio for the regular financial markets, right? The moment the Bitcoin ETF is approved, you can invest in Bitcoin through these ways, traditional finance ways as well. So definitely for the old school people, for the institutions, it is going to make things way easier, because most of them, they don't really like creating an account and an exchange, buying a ledger, buying the Bitcoin and putting the Bitcoin on the ledger. If you want to take those steps and you want to take that responsibility, you really have to dive into Bitcoin, right? But there are a lot of people that invest in things that don't really want to dive into it. They just want to have a little bit of it. Whatever it is, they want to diversify. You know, a lot of rich people want to diversify. Yeah, just put 2% of my net worth in Bitcoin. Take the iShares, BlackRock, Bitcoin Spot ETF. Because then they don't have to think. They don't have to think about a hack, that their wallet is getting hacked or whatever it is. So it is a little bit against our values, because we are really about self-custody. You are your own bank, but for traditional finance makes it easier. Doesn't directly mean that it's going to be bullish for the first, second, and third year. I don't know about that. Maybe Bitcoin gets so overstretched that once that thing is getting approved, we first need a correction. But like I said, in the course of 10 years, it will be bullish, because it is a big step in the direction of mass adoption. Then guys, I'm going to share with you a couple of altcoins that are breaking out right now. Afterwards, I will bring you to the regular financial markets as something really biblical, historical is going on right here. But let me quickly remind you guys, if you like this video, drop a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And for every single one of you that's interested in trading over on BingX, you can get a free $100 Tether right now if you sign up using the affiliate link down below this video. If you already have a BingX account, or you're looking for a different exchange and you want to join Will Alerts, which is a private Telegram channel where you can receive extra information on the cryptocurrency markets. Right now, there is every 24 hours, there is a summary posted about derivatives exchange data. So every morning, European time, you get a summary of what happened in the past 24 hours in terms of price and in terms of derivatives exchange data. So gives you a very good kickstart of the day with a very good overview on what happened and what might come every single day. Very beautiful, guys. Then I'm going to share with you some altcoins that are breaking out that have been shared over on the Will Alerts as well. So a lot of AI altcoins that we have been sharing right now are taking off. So that's actually very beautiful. But this specific altcoin is Aave. We bought this one, right here in the zone roughly. And right now that one is up 23%, but you can see already this chart just looks very beautiful. Aave is a DeFi token. It's basically a platform where you can stake cryptocurrency. I have used it in the past. I don't use the platform anymore. However, the chart just looks pretty bullish. We have a very long bear market decline. We have a very long sideways range where we're trading in. Very easy range also, where you can long support, short resistance. These are really basically golden charts where you can really take a lot of advantage of. But right now we can really see that we have consolidated around the resistance, and right now we're really trying to break out of this range. We have some things to clear still right here, but there's a lot of upside potential for Aave. So definitely a altcoin that I'm checking out. I think it's definitely a good coin. I've been invested in Aave. So guys, this is one of the tokens that we've been calling on Will Alerts that is doing pretty good, next to a lot of other tokens that are doing really good as well. Then I want to share with you the following coin, guys, and this is Level token, and this is a token we also have been sharing over on Will Alerts right here at the lows, which means that this token is in profit as well right now, roughly 20 to 40%. It's going up, it's breaking out from a 10-month resistance, and this is a very small cap token. And what we can see is we have a nice lower low in the chart and a higher low in the relative strength index. We already broke out of the relative strength index early on, then we got this rally, but right now you can see this token is just breaking out above a 10-month resistance. So that is definitely very bullish, guys. We also called this one early, very early on Will Alerts. So yeah, congrats for everyone who took this trade. I definitely think that this has way more upside potential. Because this is a very small cap token. This is a token with a market cap of 4 million. So I can show you some statistics about this token. Because the interesting thing, what I think is, first of all, it's a DeFi token. Or it's a DEX token from a decentralized exchange. The market cap is only 4 million, very low. But if you have a look at their trading platform, the amount of fees that they have accrued is already 32 million. their trading volume in total is 23 billion. So the open interest is already 2 million on their platform. So that's what I'm saying. So if you look at these stats and then you look at a market cap of 4 million, then there's a big divergence going on, because that market cap of 4 million is almost nothing compared to the stats that they are making on their own exchange. And this one is listed on many exchanges like BitGet as well. So yeah, I'm definitely bullish on this specific altcoin, just because they have a working product which already does a lot of trading volume, which already had accumulated a lot of fees, which right now still is on a $4 million market cap. Doesn't mean that this has to go to the moon, but it's nice to see finally this thing breaking out from this 10-month resistance, and hope it can continue. Then we go to a very important part, guys, from today's video, and that is the S&P 500. We haven't really been talking about the S&P 500 recently too much, because we just basically haven't been looking at this chart. There was too much stuff happening with Bitcoin. But what we just have been doing is kind of crazy. Like, it's really, really crazy. And I've made a dotted line right here from the previous high. And to be clear, guys, this chart is the S&P 500 divided by the M2 money supply. So this is basically the chart of the purchasing power of the S&P 500, not the regular S&P 500. I will bring you to that chart in a second. But what we can see right here is that we surpassed the previous high. That is very, very bullish, at least in the shorter term time frame. Why? Because this high hasn't been breached. Like, this high we haven't been trading at these levels till 2001. So that means that 23 years we have been trading below that resistance. Right now we are trying to break above this resistance. This can definitely come along with firework, and with firework I mean like, it doesn't tell us whether 16-year cycle, regular 4-year cycle plays out, but in the shorter term time frame, breaking such a resistance can definitely spike the price up. But there are two things that are very, very, very important, and that is that we want this to be a sustainable breakout. So if we have this high right here on the S&P 500 divided by the money supply, that chart is more important than the regular financial markets, if you ask me. If we turn around and break back into this, I'm going to flip actually very bearish on the regular financial markets. That would be a big warning sign, because also, as you can see, we are tracking these bigger cycles: bottom of the business cycle, top of the business cycle, bottom of the business cycle, top of the business cycle. The bottom of the next business cycle is coming in 2026, and I already told you guys, I don't know if it's going to be something like this, or if it's going to be something like this, or if it's going to be something like this. I don't know, but I do think the years ahead, 2026, are going to be years with recessions. So this period right here, leading into 2026, I think that will be difficult times. But this, in the shorter term time frame, is a very good sign. And if we go to the regular financial markets, to the normal S&P 500, then I have some bearish drawings right here. You can ignore that, because this was from the video when we talked about Robert Prechter. But what we basically see right here is that we also come at the resistance levels, as you can see right here, tack, 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 3 times rejected right here, and then we come down. So we want to see this also going a little bit higher, breaking out to higher levels and not breaking down anymore. And we see the first warning signal a little bit, guys. This is the volatility index. If I make a horizontal line right here on the volatility index right now, you can see that we are touching an important level. And while touching that level, we have some big divergences going on the relative strength index. So right here, you can see from this low till that low, we do a higher low on the relative strength index. And we just touch a massive support. And every time we touch this support, for example right here, and we bounce from it, this equals a dump in the S&P 500. And I can show you guys right here. So we can see, for example, right here, the moment we took off from this support was 2018, massive correction. Right here, we took off from the support, massive correction. Not as much as to 18, but yeah. Here we took off from the support, massive correction. Right, we haven't been touching this support for a long time. We have been testing this support. We took off from that support, massive correction. This was the whole year of, not whole year, this was the latest correction from July till October, which was a significant correction, right? Right now, touching these levels, if we're going to consolidate right here, maybe we can consolidate right here and also take off again, guys, there will be very, very bearish for the regular financial market. So definitely something to watch, very important chart, because if there will be a ton load of panic in this chart, there will also be, in my opinion, panic into Bitcoin, even though we get ETFs approved and all this bullish news. The regular financial markets, you want to have stable, if not going up with Bitcoin, because we can see Bitcoin also right now going up, and that's also when the regular financial markets go up, right? They might have a divergence for a shorter term time, but eventually you want to see both charts going up, as they are like risk on or risk off charts. But okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you learned anything, if you like this video, drop a thumbs up. Like I said, we only have 50% of the viewers that are subscribed to this channel. Let's make that 75%, guys. Let's make most people watching this channel that are subscribed. Make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload new videos. If you want to join Will Alerts, get all these free reports, get all these trading setups. For example, like this one very early, Level Finance very early. Wow, this one almost at 50 cent right here. Very beautiful, guys. Then you can join one of these exchanges down below this video, either Bybit, BingX, or BitGet. On Bybit you can get a deposit bonus up to $30,000 On BingX you can get a deposit bonus of 9,800, and you can get a free $100 Tether just by signing up. And on BitGet, where you can actually buy the Level Finance tokens and many other altcoins, I'm buying basically on BitGet. You can get a $5,000 deposit bonus depending on what you deposit. Okay, guys, I wish you all a very beautiful day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.